Gamecocks were set to go in Gainesville, and the opening tap belongs to South Carolina. Byron Jarrett's our crew chief tonight. Courtney Green and Jose Nieves also on the whistle out of the Southeastern Conference. And the Gamecocks are shooting at the end of our left toward the Gators bench. Thomas catches, drives the lane, lays it up. Got tipped by Houck, but ends up going in. And so this one starts 2-0 South Carolina.
Thomas able to get to his right hand too easy.
Carolina's been snake bit, gang. Yes, 0-11 in conference play, but 6 of their conference losses have come by a combined 20 points. Houck's in trouble here, left at the top. Pitches it to Chinelu, top of the arc. Dribble handoff to Clayton. 10 to shoot. Clayton double team. He'll throw to Houck on his left. He'll tee up a 3. And that's a great way to start. Thomas Houck drops it in. He's now 8 for 29 in SEC play from downtown. He tied his career high with 3 made threes last game. Thomas picks it up, shoots off the left elbow, no good. Rebound Aberdeen, 3-2 Florida. Denzel will bring it up. How good has he been at point guard for the Gators in the last 3? 0 turnovers in 2 of those 3 starts. Houck catches top of the arc, works to the right elbow, to the nail, slings it out to Clayton. Logo 3 from the angle. Bang! Got it! Deep 3 by Walter Clayton, and it's 6-2 Gators.
Wow, Sean. Coming out firing tonight.
Anywhere he wants. Roddy Reptiles behind us, drowning sound upon us. Right bounce pass to Murray Boyles. Jab step, shovels underhand back to the left wing. Right goes around the screen, hits the rolling Murray Boyles. Shoots left of the rim and is fouled on the arm. First free throws of the game will come at 18-23. Got him just below the elbow. And Colin Murray Boyles at the foul line on a whistle to Ruben Chinelu, his first, obviously.
It's a quick foul on Ruben. Kind of hoping we could avoid some big fouls early. We don't have quite the depth with Alex and timeout. You got Micah coming off the bench.
And the lefty knocks down his first free throw. They'll love to play Murray Boyles on that wing pick and roll a lot. That's exactly what they just did there. The Gators are aware of that, but still have a hard time stopping the guy that should end up all conference, maybe second team. 2 free throws down for Colin Murray Boyles. Some have projected him to be a first-round pick in the NBA this summer.
He's got a unique game.
Richard, dribble handoff to Clayton on the left angle. We'll go over the drag screen set by Chinelu. Jump pass over Chinelu and out of bounds, baseline left. It's hard to miss a guy who's 6'11", but he did.
That ball had some spin on it, too. Yeah. It was fading out to the left.
Just like your tee shot.
That's right.
2 minutes into the first half. Bounce pass and a horn set here. Finds Nick Pringle. Pringle dribbles toward the Gators bench, hands it off. Jacoby Wright will feed the low post. Catching but falling down is Pringle. He's tied up. A jump ball is called, and the arrow belongs to Florida. So the Gators get a stop as Will Richard reached in there to tie up Pringle with the help of Thomas Houck.
Looked like the scout on Pringle was forcing baseline where there will be a quick double off of the dribble. He's not a great passer out of the post.
6'4" Florida as Clayton will walk the dribble all the way from one end of the Gatorhead logo to the other and sends a chest pass wing left for Aberdeen. He'll put it to the floor, drives, retreats, pitches out to Houck, who takes it over the top of the arc, turns down the right side of the lane, muscles under the rim against Murray Boyles, pumps once, goes up, shoots, scores. Should have been an and one, but he finished.
That was a great drive from Thomas because he muscled Murray Boyles, and he doesn't get pushed around very often.
Thomas has 5 points already. He's averaging 16 points per game in his last 2. Murray Boyles catches angle left, underhands it to right on the near wing. Right dribbles to the baseline, backs it out mid-post. Murray Boyles shoots a little push shot, no good from 8.5 feet. Rebound Gators. Houck out ahead. Ends to the rim, and he dunked it home with 2 hands. He sprinted to the other end and put it over the iron.
So we want to see off of a miss, get out and run quick. Great push ahead from Walt.
10-4 advantage now for the Gators. Give to Colin Murray Boyles on the right wing. He'll send it quickly to right. Back it out to Murray Boyles. Skip pass through Pringle to right on the near wing. Spins, goes around a hard screen. Will push off, rises. Free throw line jumper's good. And Jacoby Wright knocks it down here. He's averaging 8 a game. 10-6. By the way, the Gators are second in the nation now in fast break points per game, 17.3. We've already seen that on display. Skip pass caught wing right by a leaping Denzel Aberdeen. He'll drive into Thomas. Block right, goes block to block to Chinelu, and he cocked it behind his head and dunks it home with 2 hands.
Denzel, I mean, great patience on the drive. He made the pump fake with Drews to help defense. Ruben was wide open.
Gators are 5 for 5 from the field to start the ball game. Lead by 6. Thomas with a quick pass wing left. Catch and a drive for Davis. Gets left of the goal, throws into traffic, and it's stolen by Clayton. On the gas. Clayton up the center of the floor. Lobs for the rim, and it's punched away by Colin Murray Boyles. Out of bounds, and that'll take us to the under 16 media timeout. Micah Handlockton on the floor for the first time for the Gators since the SEC championship, and what an ovation, and a standing ovation now here at the O-Dome as he appears for the first time since that compound fracture in Nashville last spring. Welcome back, 12-6 Gators, Florida ball. Aberdeen with the handle here working behind the back a couple of times. Bounce pass to Houck, top of the arc. Here comes Richard to take it from him. Richard feeds the low post. Handlockton slings it from one side of the lane to the right wing. Aberdeen for 3. Oh. An assist for Handlockton and a 3 for Aberdeen out of the timeout.
Great pass out of the post. Denzel ready to shoot on the catch, and it's a perfect start. 5 for 5 from the field, Sean.
3 3-pointers already for the Gators, who in the last 3 games have totaled 37 threes. 61 assists in the last 3 games. To the left wing, Davis, wide open 3, answers for the Gamecocks. Zachary Davis. 15-9, Aberdeen, deep left wing 3, too strong. A little heat check there by Aberdeen. South Carolina brings it quickly up the floor, around the high middle screen. Bounce pass to Colin Murray Boyles on a pick and pop. Hand it to Wright, who originally had it. Back to a rolling now. Murray Boyles in the paint, pumps, shoots, and was fouled. We're going to count the bucket, too. He got away with the travel first, then the foul, then the bucket. With a possible 3-point play. Foul charge to Thomas Houck. This season, the Florida Credit Union is proud to sponsor the Beyond the Arc campaign. For each 3-pointer the men's and women's basketball team makes in the regular season, Florida Credit Union will donate $25 to the Education Foundation of Alachua County. To date, the Gators men and women have made 373 3-pointers coming into the game for a donation of $9,325. Thank you, Florida Credit Union. Member-owned, community proud since 1954. Free throw missed. Only a 2-point possession. Rebound Gators. 15-11 though now. Florida's lead trimmed to 4. Clayton picks it up, slings it to Houck. Straight away for 3. Too strong on that one. Foul line rebound for Carolina, and it quickly goes out to Jacoby Wright. Backs it up. Driving into the paint. Leaner is good. And Wright able to finish again on the assist by Davis.
Got to match up a little quicker out of transition, and Elijah getting back into the game here.
Elijah Martin off the bench after missing the last 2. 7-0 run working for South Carolina. Martin gives it up to Houck in the left front court. Dribble handoff to Richard between the rings. Richard moves left, got it knocked loose, and went out of bounds, but saved by Martin. Back to Richard. Wing left 3, no. And it's rebounded by Carolina, and Benjamin Bozeman Verdonk in for his first run of the game. Chance to tire, take the lead for the Gamecocks, and they go backdoor and find a hiding Wright who lays it in. And the Gators have a breakdown again defensively, and this game is tied at 15.
Just communication in transition not matching up. That's 2 possessions in a row.
Now Carolina's shooting 75%. Houck drives to the rim, lays it up, in and one. They're going to call a blocking foul. Houck attacked the right side of the paint, went right through Benjamin Bozeman's Verdonk, and a possible 3-point play the old-fashioned way here.
Quite the drive from Tommy. I mean, he took off from way outside the paint, and maybe fortunate to get the call, but we'll take it.
That's a charge. Hey, look, the other night when you weren't there, I was very hard on the officials. And I'll admit sometimes when even the call
that one went our way.
Was wrong and went Gators' way. Yes. He was in a legal guarding position outside the restricted area. We'll leave it at that. And the primary defender. I'm going to rattle off all the criteria for you if you want me to. Free throw's good. 3-point play for Houck. Chinyelu is going to come in now. And so now we'll get to see Ruben Chinyelu and Handlockton together side by side on a game floor. 18-15 Florida. The advantage right now is because of Thomas Houck. Dribble handoff, Thomas drives right, goes over a screen, skip pass to Conyers, wing left for 3, and he knocks down his first shot of the game. Arden Conyers, the freshman from Columbia.
It's a hot start for both teams, and we're 7 for 10 from the field with 3 threes in. We're tied.
Both teams shooting 70% or better. Klopjar's in for his first run now for the Gators. 13 minutes remaining in the half. Aberdeen takes the dribble all the way out, front court left, bounce pass to Chinulu, top of the arc. Throws to a backdoor cutting Clayton. It's tipped, intercepted. Steal for Carolina. Conyers sends it through to the left wing to Thomas. Thomas drives and splits two defenders, pivots 360. Now he's walled off by Hanlocken. Has to throw outside to Murray Boyles between the circles. Chest pass to Bozeman for Donk on the near wing. Back to Murray Boyles. Throws wing right. Conyers, pocket pass on a move right side of the lane. Shot block. Loose ball. Hanlocken got the shot block and sends it ahead to Walter Clayton. To Aberdeen in transition. Crossover dribble. Lobs it up over the rim. He got grabbed. I also think maybe he thought Rubin would leave the floor to go get it. So South Carolina catches a break off one turnover. They pitch it out to Colin Murray Boyles. Jab step. Hands it back for a three straight away, but missed. Thomas couldn't connect. And we're tied at 18. Next dead ball will be a media timeout. Deep three by Clayton again. This time short from the left side. Long rebound out to Conyers, and they'll hand it to Ugasuk, the backup guard, who's in for his first run.
Well, just didn't have his legs underneath that one.
Ugasuk throws a chest pass to Thomas. He'll feed Murray Boyles off the left side of the lane. Skip pass, wing right for Conyers. Swing it up top. Shot fake, now firing. Ugasuk buries a three, and South Carolina has come all the way back from down 9 to lead it 21-18.
What it is, but South Carolina shoots the ball well against us. 9 threes in the first game and only averaged 5 or 6 a game.
There are 3 threes tonight and on a 6-0 run. Klobuchar jump pass to Chinulu, lost it, stolen by Colin Murray Boyles. Another Florida turnover. Coming up on the 11-minute mark with the Gamecocks leading by 3. Subs waiting for the Gators. Ugasuk comes out to take it between the circles. Throws front court right to Arden Conyers. Conyers has to give it up to Murray Boyles at the elbow. Spins, knocked loose, ball's on the deck, saved by Carolina. Thomas drives to the left wing, shovels in to a diving Murray Boyles who dunks it with his left hand. So from down 9 to up 5, Carolina leads at 23-18.
We need to get to the media timeout right here.
Yeah.
See a few guys sucking wind.
Carolina's also out rebounding the Gators right now early, too. There aren't many rebounds to be had as many shots have gone in. Clayton holding between the circles, down near his left knee. Dials up a logo three straight away and crushed it. Just deeper and deeper, and Clayton's got a pair of logo threes in the half.
He's thinking, don't shoot that one, Walt. Okay, it's all right.
23-21. Leading the ball to the left here for Carolina. Driving left of the lane and getting the bucket from all the way in near half court is Jamari Thomas. That can't happen. That's a blow by with no help.
No, I think we're in the wrong pick and roll coverage right there. Guys confused on what we're doing.
25-21. Hanlocken catches top of the arc, sends it wing right. Klobuchar dials up a three. Rinsed it, and he got hit in the hand by Bozeman's Verdonk. And it's got that sore right shoulder. Klobuchar reaches for it as we go to the timeout. But Klobuchar now has hit a three-pointer in 4 straight games. And that makes it a one-point affair. We take a break here at the under 12 media timeout at 9:42 on the game clock. Jamari Thomas has been a big difference for the Gamecocks here, having not played in the first meeting between these two. Lob it inside. Pringle caught it right behind Chinulu and turns and dunks it with 2 hands. And going after the paint at the moment, 27-24. Both teams shooting 69% or better. Chinulu catches at the top of the arc. Dribbles to his left, hands it off to Aberdeen. Aberdeen quickly, shortly to his left to Martin, and they'll feed the low post on the left side of the lane. Off the catch, a right hook is good for Ruben Chinulu. So one center scores on the other. And we're back to a one-point game, 27-26. Chinulu in the low post with Houck. Aberdeen on the floor with Richard and Martin on the perimeter. And a turnover by South Carolina. Pringle wasn't ready for the pass. He was right in front of his teammate Davis, but let it literally dribble out of bounds, baseline left. So a turnover for the Gamecocks. It's their third of the game. Houck drives from the top of the arc to the right elbow. Hands it to Aberdeen. He'll turn around a Houck screen, get left side of the lane, sneaks around Chinulu and scoops up a right-handed bucket left of the rim.
Denzel with 9 points now. I mean, what a start for him.
No doubt. 28-27. Bounce pass to Pringle. Above the top of the three-point line. He'll shovel it to Bozeman's Verdonk. Hand it off to Thomas. Thomas down the left side of the lane. Stumbled, put his back to the goal. Stuffed as he turned into Martin, and a jump ball is called. Arrow belongs to South Carolina. The ball came loose. It looked like the Gators were going to get into the fast break. But they blew it dead on a held ball.
Coach in a timeout also changing his post coverages. We started out in red, double in the post on the toe. We got the turnover on Pringle. Said, "No, I want to guard straight up now."
That's Gator great Lee Humphrey at the other microphone. Off the inbound right, dribbles to the left elbow, rises deep in the shot clock and buries a 15-footer. Look, they're making shots.
That one was a tough one. You got to give it to him.
Yes, 12 of 15 are the Gamecocks. Lead by 1. Aberdeen to Houck. The top of the arc, sends it quickly to his left. Martin catching on the sideline, dribbles to the top of the arc himself. Back to the left wing, caught by Houck. Those two just simply change spots. Houck spins with the dribble to the paint. There's a skip pass, caught wing right by Aberdeen. 6 on the shot clock. Aberdeen drives to the top side of the lane, picks it up, shoots on a fade, a little strong. Tap rebound by Houck, finds Wright though for South Carolina. 29-28 Gamecocks. Pringle playing pitch and catch between the circles with Wright. Wright, top of the arc, drives left of a screen by Bozeman Verdonk. Ball knocked loose. Wright recovers top of the key. Sends it into the dunker spot to Pringle, and he lost the ball. He thought he was fouled. Welcome back to Exactech Arena. Steve Williams, the first black Florida basketball player being honored here at midcourt. All right, so the Gators are down 1 with 7:10 to go in the half. 29-28, Florida ball into the timeout. Cheney Lou gives it to Houck at the top of the arc. Spins, throws wing right to Richard. Here he goes to the rim. Puts it up off the glass, no good. And then a push off. Cheney Lou trying to clean it up. Is going to get whistled for a foul. Stopping play at 7:02. I think that caught Richard by surprise. That's 2 on Cheney Lou, and he'll go out. Micah Handlockton will come back in. Handlockton returning tonight, and it couldn't have come at a better moment. The Gators are short-handed. No Alex Condon, no Sam Alexis. And here's that 1-2-2 trap the Gators stymied Carolina with last time. And Wright misses a wing left 3 trying to break the press. Air ball is fielded by the Gators. Ahead to Elijah Martin. He'll tee up a 3. Line drive off the rim, no good. Zachary Davis with the line drive rebound.
A little quick there from Elijah.
Yeah.
I would like to see some ball movement.
29-28. Davis catches wing right. Trying to feed Murray Boyles. It's deflected off of him by Houck and out of bounds. Into the Gators bench. Back-to-back stops for Florida. Lamont Paris not too happy about that. The SEC Coach of the Year last year. They're in search still of an SEC win this year. In fact, the last time they won an SEC game was against Florida last spring. 29-28. Dribble handoff finds Martin. Martin crossover dribble to the foul line. Hands it back to Houck. He'll drive and pitch to Richard. He broke the ankles of Conyers on the right wing. Cross Pring on a switch. Takes him to the elbow. Shoots into contact. No foul. Got the loose ball. Got fouled again. And finally a foul call by Byron Jarrett.
Wasn't sure they were going to call that with Sean, but maybe the hardest foul we've seen all year.
Oh my gosh. The second foul, the one that was actually called, is against Colin Murray Boyles, his first. And will Richard go to the free throw line?
Physical down there.
What am I missing? Help me, Lee, understand.
Thought it would be a little faster on that call. It was a pretty obvious one there on Boyles.
Florida Farm Bureau members get free tickets to select Gators men's basketball games. Just visit myffbf.org, sign into your account, follow the sports prompts to get your tickets. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud to support Gators athletics. Both free throws are good. The lead's back to Florida. 30-29. South Carolina breaks the press. Pass to Conyers, coming off a pin down. Almost lost it on the near wing. Conyers above the foul line extended, hands it off to Davis. Davis lobs it inside, deflected by Handlockton, caught by Houck. Outlet pass to Richard. He's deep, he's right of the rim, can't get a shot away. Throws to Clayton. Pump fake from 3 off the sideline. Drives, and it's popped out of his hands, off his knee and out of bounds. It'll be South Carolina basketball linked to the floor to go.
You can see Micah's length on that last defensive possession. He was helping from the wing and deflected the post entry pass from the help position.
He's trying to catch his breath a little bit, Handlockton is. Look,
that first rotation at the end, that's when Coach called the 20-second timeout.
You can train all you want. You cannot replicate game conditioning. Gators still lead by one. Murray Boyles throws it out. They swing it front court left to Davis. He'll send it quickly to Ugasuk. Dump it into Pringle, block left. Right-hand dribble, comes up high to hand it back to Ugasuk. Drives toward the baseline, gets on baseline right. Leaves in the paint, pass to the dunker spot, and a foul. As Pringle made the catch in the left side dunker spot and rises to the rim to draw contact. The foul is against Handlockton. It's his first. And that'll send Nick Pringle to the free throw line at our left, where he is a 64% free throw shooter.
Still amazed at the quality of the offense. I mean, we're shooting 58%, 11 for 19, and we're being outshot by South Carolina right now. They're 12 for 18 at 67%.
Pro numbers beyond. A lot of rim, but Pringle knocks down the first free throw. And look, they've shot like this before. They have 3 occasions shooting 50% or better. They've won all of those, as you might expect. Let's just not see them shoot 67% for the entire game.
They'll come back there.
Both free throws good for Nick Pringle. And they lead back to South Carolina 31-30. Florida's not hit a field goal, though, in 3:28 now. 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Points to the line, yes, but no field goals. 4:58 to go in the half. Chest pass toward the left wing. Deflected, saved by Elijah Martin at half court. Martin pulls his way to the left wing and draws a foul on Ugasuk. Or was it? No, Zachary Davis. Foul on Davis. And that is just the third team foul on South Carolina.
We're fortunate to get that one back. South Carolina almost had a pick 6.
I like. Pick 6 reference. Pick 6. Cross reference, yeah.
That's right. You know, Shane better watch out.
Oh, I'll tell him. Don't you worry about that. Gators will limp out of here with 4:48 to go in the half. Clayton will use the high middle screen by Handlockton. Takes the dribble to his left. Pulls it back above the foul line extended. Out above the timeline now. Tells Handlockton to sink. Clayton, little head and shoulder fake. Drives, hands it off to Martin. Wing left contested 3. Long. Weak side rebound for Ugasuk in South Carolina. Elijah's still trying to knock the rust off a little bit after missing a couple of games. Drive into traffic by Thomas down the lane and knocked loose. Loose ball from Martin. Races to the other end. Hits a rim running Houck. Fouled as he was wrestling to the rim with a right-handed shot. I don't know how Martin saw Houck out of the corner of his eye. Houck was on a rim run, yes, but Martin was occupied, to say the least. Fouls on Pringle. It's his first.
Tommy, he's going to the line now with the chance to hit double figures already. Points 9 and 10 here. He's played a great half, and he's had the better of Murray Boyles' matchup tonight.
First start of the season for Thomas Houck. 3rd career start. Both of his grandfathers are here this weekend, and we'll be here through Tuesday. The Gators are home Tuesday against Oklahoma. So it's pretty cool to meet his grandpas today at shoot-around.
All right, some great games for them to come to.
Yep. And Houck knocks him down, and the Gators go back on top, 32-31. Double figures for Thomas Houck. Aberdeen has returned for the Gators. So now we get an Aberdeen, Martin, and Clayton backcourt for the Gators. And locked into the 5.
Elijah going with the man-to-man press here. Maybe work himself into the game a little bit.
Murray Boyles catches top of the arc. Hits a curling Pringle. Now he missed him. Save wing left by Davis. Drives to the goal. Throws it to the right corner. Ugasuk off the catch. Takes the dribble into the paint. Jump pass caught wing left by Davis. Crossover dribble to the baseline. Throws a skip pass over the top. Stolen by a leaping Elijah Martin. Martin read that perfectly, laying a defensive back. Martin sends it wing left or wing right to Houck. Swing it to Clayton. Step back 3 left wing. Off the iron. Martin gathers. Shoots for 3 up top. Back iron and down. It went straight up and straight back down for 3.
I think it may have bounced higher than the shot clock.
It did. 35-31. Gators back on top here by 4. Chinulu waiting to check in. Bounce pass to Murray Boyles, right wing. Drives it below the low post. Shoots, blocked by Handlockton. Ball's loose. Martin dives to the floor to get it. He tries to kick it out, and it's deflected out of bounds by Zachary Davis. It'll be Gators basketball on the near sideline in the backcourt when we come back. But Florida's cranked it back up again after losing a 9-point lead earlier. Up by 4 now, 3:09 to go in the first half. Florida 35, South Carolina 31. Inside the Huddle, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Lee, we'll see you back here at the table in a moment. Houck leads all scorers with 10. He catches top of the arc. Backdoor cut, low bounce pass for Martin, fumbled and lost. Stolen by South Carolina. Turnovers have been a slight issue for the Gators in the first half. Pringle eludes his man and catches front court right. Bounce pass to Colin Murray Boyles. Right foul line extended. Works below that to the right edge of the paint. Spins around Houck. Tried to go block to block. Fumbled but saved by Davis on the near wing. He'll feed Pringle block left. Turns, shoots into contact with less than a second on the shot clock buzzer. Chinulu got caught with a hand in a cookie jar here, and there'll be a pair of free throws for the Gamecocks. That's 3 already for Chinulu. The Gators already short-handed along that front line. And Todd Golden may just have to stick with him here with 2:28 to go in the half.
And that's a tough one for Ruben because there's 2 seconds on the shot clock. Pringle is well outside the paint shooting a jump hook, and Ruben just needs to have his hands up, but he puts his elbow right into his chest, and it's an easy call.
Golden is going to take him out in lead with 3 fouls. Gets Handlocked and right back in there. First free throw is good by Pringle. That ends a drought for South Carolina that was nearing 3 minutes.
I think it's good Coach gets him out here with 3. I mean, the big guy's Ruben. It's easy for him to pick up a 4th.
Both free throws good. Pringle's been good at the line tonight for Carolina. 4 for 4. 64% coming into the ballgame. 35-33 Gators. Aberdeen flares to catch on the right side of the floor. There's a skip pass caught by Martin, wing left. He'll drive it. Wrestling into the edge of the lane. Turns, pitches it out to Houck. Houck getting bumped here by Murray Boyles. He'll take it deep in the paint. The restricted area. Shoots into contact. No good. Rebound and a whistle. What do you got?
You got Micah reaching around. Maybe I thought they were going to call a jump ball.
I did too.
Thought Tommy had the foul, though, on the shot attempt.
Foul on Houck is his second. So Handlockton has 1. Chinulu 3. Houck now 2. And those are your available forwards/centers.
We haven't gone to the 4-guard lineup yet, but who knows? Maybe we'll see it a little in the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the half. Still a 2-point lead for Florida. Bounce pass to Colin Murray Boyles on the right wing. Puts his back to the goal. Trying to hand to Thomas. Ball deflected out of bounds right in front of the Gators bench. Golden and the entire Gators bench is screaming that it was last touched by Carolina. Oh, now the crowd is raining booze down as well.
Denzel knocked it off of Thomas. Went off Thomas's hip.
It did. They blew the call. South Carolina ball. Ugasuk sends it wing left to Davis. Davis back to Ugasuk between the circles. Around the high middle screen. Works right side of the lane. Floater off the glass, no good. Rebound Clayton, and he's tripped by Bozeman's Verdonk. That's 2 on Bozeman's Verdonk, their backup center.
Probably wish they wouldn't have called that when they stopped their fast break there. And Bozeman Verdonk, not one that they're too worried about the foul trouble with.
5th team foul on the Gamecocks. 97 seconds to go in the half. The Gators need to lengthen the lead here. Clayton drives left side of the lane, shoots into contact, no good, no foul. Miss cleared by South Carolina. Thomas into the lane, tied up and fouled. No, jump ball, held ball. Arrow belongs to Florida.
Whistle's interesting right now.
It is very interesting.
Probably should have been out of bounds on whoever was out of bounds on.
Hard to read.
And that wall was hit on the elbow on that shot attempt.
So 35-33. I think South Carolina can argue some calls that they should have been in receivership of as well. 1:10 to go in the half. Pass toward Richard, deflected but caught. Richard just checked back in. They'll send it quick with a hand locked in at the top of the floor. Dribble handoff on the near wing for Walter Clayton. Clayton trying to get loose. Steps left, shoots for three. Rimmed off, no good. Rebounded by Davis. And the Gators are going cold here down the stretch. Shooting under 50% now for the half. ISO play. Murray Boyles left side of the lane. Attacks Houck. Gets in front. Shoots. Missed it. Rebounded by Houck. Houck with his third rebound to go along with 10 points. Clayton gliding with the dribble to his left. Draws a double. Picks it up. Throws to Aberdeen on the left wing. He'll take the dribble below the rack. And gets a reverse layup to go. He sneaks one past the center for Bozeman Verdonk. 37-33. Now Aberdeen with 9. Timeout South Carolina. Stop play at 24.6 seconds. You'll use it or lose it here for Lamont Paris. This has been a game of runs here in the half. The Gators are the ones that got out early. Got a 9-point lead early on. 23 to shoot, 24.6 to play. South Carolina with the ball down by 4. Here's Thomas on the dribble at the edge of the center jump circle. Guarded by Elijah Martin. They have spaced the floor. Waiting for a cutter. There goes Conyers baseline to wing left to Murray Boyles. Gets to the paint. Knocked loose with 5 on the clock. Houck with the loose ball. Drives to the other end. Stripped going for a layup right of the rim. There's no foul. The ball goes out of bounds off South Carolina with 1.7 on the game clock. Clayton will come in and replace Aberdeen. 4-point lead for Florida. Must have swiped it clean there from Houck. No, Houck just simply lost the ball. He dropped it against Ugasuk. All right, good call. Clayton will pull the trigger on the inbound. Into hand locked it. Hand to Clayton. Corner right three at the horn. Off the rim, no good. The Gamecocks basketball to start the second half, and Roddy Reptiles are already letting them have it here as they advance it across half court, and they'll shoot it again to our right toward their own bench. They're the O-Dome. Here's Wright on the left wing, guarded by Clayton. Left-hand dribble, drives to the rim, gets another goal, slings it corner right to Davis, inside to Pringle, back to the near baseline. Thomas, or Wright, pivots, and it's stripped loose, stolen. Clayton on the gas at the other end. Shovels it corner left. Aberdeen for 3. Got it. That's a good way to start the new half.
Get out and run off those misses. Denzel doing a nice job getting through the deep corner. Walt penetrating middle.
Gators use a 17-0 run to start the second half, most recently against Mississippi State. Wright drives and a blocking foul at the elbow near side. Charged to Walter Clayton Jr. Clayton is arguing that the ball handler jumped into him. Walter, I'm not so sure I can agree with you on this one.
This thing is the right call.
It is.
South Carolina attacking Walt early. Yep. First 2 possessions, driving him both times.
Lobbing it off the near baseline to Pringle. They'll send it quickly over to Jacoby Wright. Wright with the pink shoes on, picks it up, goes a chest pass to Thomas near front court. Drives the right side of the lane, pitches out wing right to Pringle, nearly walked with it. Hands it to Thomas, rises for a desperation 3. It hit the rim, no good. Aberdeen secures the rebound, turns, outlet numbers to the other end. Clayton transition 3, got tipped. Murray Boyles knocked it off its course. And Thomas quickly drives into a blocking foul by Richard. Richard got on the skates, left side of the lane. Contact is foul number 2 of the half against Florida.
Thomas started the first half getting into the paint off of penetration, and he's come back out second half the same way.
They're different than the last time we saw him with Thomas in the lineup. Into Pringle. Pringle will play a 2-man game left side with Murray Boyles. Now he sends it out to Wright, the other guard. Wright drives to the mid-post, left side of the lane, pitches outside. Davis takes it down the right slot, lays it up high off the glass, no good. Great rebound by Chinyelu for Florida. Solid pass up the right side to Aberdeen. Aberdeen with a left-hand dribble. Bounces it to Houck, top of the arc. Fake the pass, dials for 3. Good. Houck's got multiple 3s again today.
I love to see it. I mean, Tommy shooting that shot. He's been playing great anyway, but that just adds another dimension.
Into the paint, and a foul on an attack of the rim by Jamari Thomas. South played 18-10. And just like that, there's now 3 fouls on the Gators in the half. This one belongs to Houck. It's his 3rd. Chinyalu's got 3. Houck's got 3. That's your starting front line tonight. Houck making his first start of the season with Condon now out. The latest on Alex Condon, could be up to 2 weeks with that ankle.
And normally, Thomas picking up those fouls is not really that big of a deal, and you don't mind it because it's evidence of how hard he plays. But with only 3 bigs in the rotation, you got to be a little bit more conscious of it.
How about Auburn, Alabama today? The first ever 1 versus 2 in SEC play. Auburn survived to win the game.
And what was the final? I missed that one, Sean. What was the final?
I think Auburn won by 7 when it was all said and done. So the Tigers will remain number 1 and atop the conference. Gators still in a position for that double bye at the tournament in the top 4 of the standings. Richard steps back with the dribble to the foul line, feeds inside, and a hold is called. Chinyalu was on the receiving end of both the ball and the foul. Will be charged to Zachary Davis.
Ruben, a great job sealing right underneath the rim. I mean, he caught that inside of the charge circle underneath the hoop.
Baseline entry here, Aberdeen on the trigger. Bounce pass at the left baseline, gets past Clayton, but saved by Houck. He'll hand it to Clayton. Clayton drives toward the baseline, walled off, leaves for a slashing. Houck caught it and rose to the rim to draw a foul. I don't think that Houck had any chance of making that bucket, but he knew contact would come, and he'll be at the line to shoot 2.
That was a great cut from Tommy and a nice feed from Wall. I mean, there was traffic everywhere. I can't believe he caught the pass.
Auburn won by 9, partner, 94-85.
High-scoring game.
No doubt. It was a thrilling game to watch. Caught everything but the last, 3 minutes.
I believe Auburn, Alabama closed their season with a rematch.
They do. At the Jungle. 50-48. Kentucky leads Texas. They're in the second half. As Handlock the returns for Florida. Texas A&M beat Arkansas today. Missouri erased Georgia in the second half. 87-74 is the final in that one.
And our Texas A&M matchup here could be poor positioning. I mean, A&M only with 3 losses in conference right now.
That's where the Gators stand coming into today's game. 45-34. Gators up by double figures for the first time. Thomas picks it up, flips to Colin Murray Boyles. His first 3 on the way, no good from straight away. Rebounded under the goal by Walter Clayton Jr. Gators guard will bring it up. Hawes keeps the dribble alive, top of the arc. Scooting to his left. Lobs it to Handlock, then comes off the left block to catch. Dribbles across the paint and feeds Houck on the right wing. Reset out to Aberdeen, front court right. 11 to the shot clock. He'll drive. Aberdeen slings it over his shoulder. Caught by Handlock on the SEC logo. Wrestles up a shot. Banked it in and one. There you go, Micah Handlockton. His first bucket since returning from a compound fracture at the SEC tournament. And this crowd's going nuts.
Standing ovation. That's got to feel great for Micah to finish that and one through contact. Tough little hook.
Pringle is charged with the foul. His third, he'll exit. And they'll bring back Bozeman's Verdonk.
Imagine playing this game without Micah today. I mean, we would have a much different feel.
Absolutely. His first game back, he missed the free throw. He had 3 old-fashioned three-point plays a year ago. 47-34. Wright rises with the dribble at the elbow. No good. Wrestling for the rebound is Houck. He tore it away from Bozeman's Verdonk. Outlet pass to Clayton up the right side. Dribble hand off to Aberdeen above the break. Aberdeen takes it to the top of the arc. Spins, throws back to Clayton, wing right. Drives. A lot of contact. Ball's knocked loose. And last touch on the baseline, left side by South Carolina. Can you explain to me how there's no foul called there?
Justice, that ball came back to us on the baseline. I mean,
Justice. Ty Golden is into the ear of Courtney Green, the official closest to him. Off the inbound, Micah sends it into Richard. Spins, shoots, and gets a baby hook in the restricted area. And the Gators are cooking here out of the gate. They're on a 12-1 run to start the second half. Timeout, South Carolina.
Feels a lot like Mississippi State right here, Sean, out of half.
17-0 run last game to start the second half. 12-1 to start the second half tonight in Gainesville.
I think our interior passing has been great, Sean, out of transition.
South Carolina ball out of the media timeout. Should he get the goal to our right? Right with a chest pass through Davis to Bozeman's Verdonk. Trying to get loose of Richard. Flips it out to Ugasuk, their backup guard, back in for another run. Dribbling along the left sideline, picked it up, pivots 360. Feeds Colin Murray Boyles at the left elbow. He'll work downhill, try to feed underneath, and the ball's deflected. It goes out of bounds off Florida. Shot clock at 1.2 for South Carolina. And they have neutralized Colin Murray Boyles here with only 6 points.
He's almost kind of disappeared here this game.
Ugasuk lobs it inside, and on the catch and attempt at the rim, they call a foul. Colin Murray Boyles sneaks in front of the rim. Never fully have possession. Will Richard is whistled for his second.
Todd, with his hands in his face, just can't believe the call right there.
I'm having a hard time, too. I mean, this is like a lob tip to the rim so deep in the shot clock.
It felt like Will swung and missed at the ball.
Yeah,
it never hit Murray Boyles.
Free throw good for Colin Murray Boyles. 49-35. Murray Boyles had 14 and 5 last time against Florida. He's averaging over 15 a game. But he only has 7 points as he splits the free throws, and a popcorn rebound ends up to Thomas Houck.
Wow,
man.
Pinball machine right there.
No doubt. Richard takes a handoff, dribbles over the top of the arc to the near wing. On the left side of the floor. Trying to hit a rolling hand locked in. A leaping deflection by Bozeman-Verdonk. Ball loose. On the other end, Ugasuk will dial for three. And got it. Ugasuk knocks down his first triple.
A smooth shot right there from Ugasuk.
This is a 4-0 advantage since the timeout for South Carolina. 49-38 Gators. And the short roll, hand locked and catches right of the lane. Throws a skip pass and it's intercepted. Run out here for Davis at the other end, and he will dunk with the right hand.
That's one Micah is not going to make with a little bit more game feel.
Gators have done a fairly good job of taking care of it. 7 turnovers so far. Hand locked and holding here, top of the arc. Dribbles to his right. Fakes the dribble handoff. Spins, goes out to Houck. Houck catching at the top of the arc. Taking Davis into the top side of the paint. Back to the goal. Turns into a double. Lost it, got it back. Somehow finds Aberdeen. Corner left for three. Got it! Second corner left three for Aberdeen in the half. And what an assist for Thomas Houck.
Denzel now with his third three for 4 on the night, and just looks confident shooting the ball.
Murray Boyles attracts the rim, jumps in the air, throws it wing left, and out of bounds. Turnover South Carolina that'll take us to a break. Denzel Aberdeen with 15 points. He's averaging 14.3 as a starter in his last 3 outings. He's more than doubled his point per game production from when he was on the bench to now as a starter. The Gators have led by as many as 15, up a dozen now. 14:43 to go, second half. Timeout in Gainesville. Gators lead the Gamecocks 52-40 on the LSU, 82-79. Tip-off on Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Our coverage begins at 6:30. Halftime performance by Red Panda here in Gainesville on Tuesday.
That can't miss that performance. If anyone doesn't know, that's must-see.
That is the premier act in the NBA and college basketball now for halftime shows. Aberdeen with 15, holding here, sends it right side for Houck. Dialing for three. A little strong on that one. That's going to kick to the right corner. Saved by Martin. He spiked it off of Conyers, but it ends up in the hands of the Gamecocks. Up the left sideline of Conyers from Bozeman-Verdonk. 52-40, Gators lead by 12. Right, pocket pass to Bozeman-Verdonk. Catching in the circle. Hands it off to Ugasuk. Back to the right wing. Right drives, leaves inside. Sneaky, and a little push shot missed by Bozeman-Verdonk. He had a clean look at it. Rebounded by Florida. Martin will catch front court right. Jump pass to his left, and he landed before the ball left his hands. Traveling.
Tough. I think it was the right call.
He left his feet, not sure what to do with it, and that's usually...
Elijah's still working his way into field.
Yes. Missed the last 2 with the hip pointer injury. Playing off the bench tonight for the first time this season. 13:45 to go in the half. Pringle dribbles it across the top of the key. Hands it off wing left to Conyers. Those two will play pitch and catch. Back to the left block. Shot, no good. Missed a bunny. Chinulu able to clear the miss. Clayton up to Florida Martin. Wing left open three. Good! Elijah Martin. Timeout, South Carolina. Punctuated by the fact that the Gators have 16 of their 21 wins by 13 points or more. Remarkable. 55-40. Carolina ball out of their own timeout. Ugusu dribbles to the paint, throws wing left. Fumbled but secured by Conyers. Conyers dribbles twice, bounce pass out through Pringle with a pass now to Thomas. Thomas off pick and roll into Colin Murray Boyles. Into the paint, stripped by Houck, ball loose. It's fought for on the left baseline and off Houck, who hit the baseline with his back. Still contacting the basketball. 2.2 on the shot clock.
Thomas again doing great job on Boyles. I mean, moving his feet. Boyles just frustrated there and flailed himself at the body, at the goal, trying to get a foul call.
They converted last time, beeping the shot clock on a baseline inbound. Thomas into Ugasuk. Fader jumper off the left wing, no good. It did hit the rim. The Gators are able to clear it. Martin sends it corner left. Aberdeen for three again. Pow! Right in the kisser. 3 threes out of the left corner for Denzel Aberdeen since halftime. And the Gators are up 18 at 58-40.
Denzel, wow. Just love the way he's playing.
Oh, my goodness. 18 now for Aberdeen. Conyers drives right wing, climbs Houck. Well defended. Aaron's shot cleared by the Gators. Clayton up the floor, hunting for Aberdeen. Wing left three. Oh, my goodness. 21 for Aberdeen, a new career high.
Rowdy's going nuts behind the shot.
41 points in his last 2 games. Thomas around the screen on the angle, curling into the lane, twisting, shooting, ball tipped, no good on the miss, and a second chance bucket by Pringle, sneaking in left of the rim for the Bunny.
Just shoot it again, Denzel.
Heat check, maybe. Denzel, front court right. 61-42. Crowd wants him to shoot. Give it up to Houck. Elijah comes to take it from Houck, turns around, the screen set by Houck. Martin, top of the arc. Aberdeen on the right sideline, looming. Houck finds him. Aberdeen gets loose to the screen, draws a switch, rises for a deep three. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound off South Carolina, out of bounds. Should stay with Florida. Takes us to a full timeout, and it does. It stays with Florida. And with 11:26 to go in the second half, the Gators enjoying their largest lead again. Up 19 now. Florida 61, South Carolina 42 on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
That's where we're dropping a big there. He said if the weak side big is not in the pick and roll, just sit in the middle of the paint. Don't let them get anything at the rim.
Inbound coming baseline left. Aberdeen into Houck. Open three on the wing. Good! Thomas Houck buries yet another Gators three. They have 13 three-pointers on the night. The season high is 16 against SIU earlier this year. 64-42. Drive over to the rim. Pass for the right wing. Conyers can't answer from three. Chinulu with another rebound. And Rubin's got 5 boards. Inside the Huddle is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Aberdeen drives the lane. Clothesline by Murray Boyles. Denzel's okay. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. So Houck's up to 18 points, one shy of his career high. He has tied his career high with three-pointers made with 3 bombs down.
That was a set play for Tommy coming out of the timeout there. Got the exact look we wanted to.
Oh, first free throw no good. 15-2 run for the Gators in progress here over about 4 minutes and change. Micah Handlock then returns, replacing Houck. Clayton goes out, and Richard will come in, play on the wing here, alongside Aberdeen and Martin. The Gators have only attempted 10 free throws tonight, 8 of 10 as a team, as Aberdeen splits a pair here to make it 65-42. Thomas works the dribble left to right, top of the floor, sends it angle left for Murray Boyles. Handlock and guarding him. He's going to try and back him toward the paint. Murray Boyles wrestling in. Handlock and holding his ground. shoots into a foul, and I don't know where the foul is. Hanlockton looked to have kept his verticality, as the term goes.
It was an awkward play, and it was kind of far away from us as you can be down there on the baseline.
And Colin Murray-Boyles back to the free throw line, where he is 3 for 5. Only 7 points. That's less than half of what he normally scores a game. First one's down. So South Carolina goes to LSU on Tuesday, and the rate we're going here will still be searching for their first conference win. Second free throw good. The last time the Gators swept the 2-game regular season series with South Carolina was 2014.
Really? Wow.
Yes. Now, they've only played one time a year on a number of those occasions. The series is 6-6 in the last 12 meetings. Hanlockton operating off the elbow. Gives him, Martin gets it right back. Hanlockton goes into the paint to Chindalu, who floats it up and in. Soft touch.
Take the big pass in there.
Yes. And a drive to the rim is uncontested, and Jacoby Wright lays it in. 67-46 Gators. Martin almost turned it over. Slippery with the ball. Saved by Chindalu between the circles. Rubin dribbles to the right elbow, puts his back to the goal, and flips it out to Richard. Richard throws out of a double, back to Chindalu, collision in the lane, shoots, missed it, got his own miss. Chindalu surrounded, trying to get it to Hanlockton, fumble, ball loose. Chindalu grabs it right in the lane. Goes out to Aberdeen to reset near the jump circle. 10 to shoot. Aberdeen gives to Hanlockton. Hanlockton a long way from the rim, hands it off to Richard. 3 to shoot, drives to the foul line, shoots on a fade, banked it in. 16-footer down for Will Richard, deep in the shot clock.
Wow, I mean, not sure Will meant to blank that one, but we'll take it.
Gators shooting 11 of 15 now in the half. 69-46. Drive along the baseline and a blocking foul, and Richard spikes the ball. Careful, don't get teed up here. I think it will be against Chindalu, which will be his 4th. And he'll check out. Thomas Houck returns. So Houck will re-enter here looking for a new career high. Lob it into Murray-Boyles, left side of the lane. Spin, shoots, and scores on Richard. That's the Colin Murray-Boyles the conference has seen this year. Back to the free throw line here on an and 1 for Colin Murray-Boyles. That's the 3rd foul now called. In this case, on Houck.
Boyles there, catching it quickly, turning to the basket. Maybe sits and he needs to go a little bit faster.
Free throw good. Beg your pardon, Richard is whistled for the foul, not Houck. 69-49, Gators lead with 9:05 to play.
South Carolina 1-3-1 for the first time tonight.
Richard on the handle, angle right, pass toward Hanlockton, tipped, saved over half court by Aberdeen. Denzel puts the defender on his back, drive and kick to Houck, deep right wing. Houck picks it up, bounces out to Martin, top of the arc, drives the right slot, lays it off the side of the backboard, got hit, got knocked out of bounds, ball's out of bounds, and off of Florida. No, off South Carolina.
Did Boyles think the ball was out of bounds, so he grabbed it while he was standing out of bounds?
He's confused, yep. 69-49. They kept it alive when it hit the side of the backboard. Lob it to Hanlockton, turns, baseline right, jumpers and air ball, and he got caught with a deep shot clock, and the Gators commit their 9th shot clock violation of the season. So it's been a little sloppy after getting up by, 23 points.
We had such a long stretch of beautiful basketball. I guess we were due.
Thomas crossover dribble, drives past the screen to the right foul line extended. Bounce pass toward the low post, deflected and stolen. Richard on the break to Houck, goes to the rack, lays it up and in. Thomas Houck, give him 20. That's a new career high for the Gators sophomore. What a stretch he's on. Thomas turns the corner, gets in the lane. Layup stuffed by Richard and Hanlockton both. It goes out of bounds, baseline left. So Aberdeen's got a new career high tonight. Houck's got a new career high tonight.
And we're seeing the depth of our team tonight, Sean. I mean, Tommy and Denzel have been great all year, but they're like starters and playing great, and they come off the bench for us. And now we've got Micah back.
Inbound to Pringle, and he's fouled going to the rim by Handlockton. Finish your thought. I feel like I cut you off because of that play.
Now with Micah back, too, we just add even more depth to our team. I know we don't have Sam and Alex right now, but both seem to have short-term injuries, and we'll be back. And just think of the pieces that we have to mix and match when March comes.
Pringle raises, shoots, hits the first free throw. Next Thursday, February 20th, is your chance to give a cheer for the Orange and Blue. It's the 7th annual Giving Day. And the Gators are asked to participate in 2 different ways, directly impacting UAA. You can make a tax-deductible gift to Florida Victorious that provides NIL opportunities for players who in return provide labor and exposure to local charities that enhance our community. Or you can make a tax-deductible gift to Gator Boosters to support the additional athletic scholarships schools are expected to have the opportunity to offer beginning in the fall. givingday.ufl.edu. givingday.ufl.edu. That's on Thursday. Houck throws to a slashing Martin down the center of the lane, catches, and a finger roll is good with the left hand. That's nasty. That is nasty.
Graceful in the air, and what a cut from Elijah against the 1-3-1.
4th assist for Houck as well. Right pocket pass into Murray Boyles. He'll zip it to the left corner. Ugusuk fires for 3, no good. Rebound Richard. Lost it on his hip, saved by Handlockton. 73-51. Gators lead it, coming up on the 7-minute mark. Houck, top of the arc with a left-hand bounce. Picks it up. Short pitch to his left to Will Richard. Chest pass to Handlockton, caught at the top of the floor. He'll hand it to Clayton. He's on his way down the right side of the lane. Little hezzy, then he lays it up and in. Off the glass and down for Walter Clayton Jr., who's into double figures. Right. Off the crossover. Drives to the rim. Reverse layup is good. He gets fouled by Micah Handlockton. Stopping play at 6:52. And the lights are going down as we're headed for immediate timeout. 6:52 to go. Gators are on their way and lead the Gamecocks 75-53.
Our team will entertain the crowd, Sean. I mean, we have a fun team to watch. Gets up and down, and offensively tonight, this second half, 14 for 19 from the field, 7 for 10 from the three-point line.
This free throw by the Gamecocks out of the timeout. Yeah, it's a whopper of a half here for the Gators. Career highs for Houck and Aberdeen, and here is Houck, top of the arc, dribbling to his right. Chest pass caught by Martin, coming near him between the circles. Martin retreats 2 steps, popping out to catch above the elbows. Chinyelu handed back to Martin. 7 on the shot clock. Lob inside to a rolling Chinyelu. Caught it, and he's fouled. He's hip checked off the mark and out of bounds by Bozeman Verdon. That saves the possession because it was winding under 3 on the shot clock.
Ruben was in a tough spot, too. All his momentum going out of bounds. Fortunately, we got the foul.
Now the shot clock at 20 as it's inbounded to Richard to the left wing. Richard puts his head down, drive. Oops, ball squirted loose. Turn it over. Right to the other end. Hesitates, uses the crossover in the lane. Layup blocked away at the rim by Houck. Out front to Richard. 2-hand dunk in transition. Wow, wow, wow. How about these Gators? And Richard with a Florida Dairy Farmers dunk of the game. Florida Dairy Farmers celebrating more than 35 years of building a strong and healthy Gator Nation. 77-54. And on the shot clock, Pringle left of the lane. Stumbled. Threw it away. Here we go. Richard with numbers to Martin. To Chinyelu to the rack and a 2-hand dunk. Back-to-back games with 20 or more assists. And 2 big ones right there.
Look at the smile on Ruben's face. He celebrated that dunk with the bench there.
He's got 8 points. 79-54. Pouring it on now. Bounce pass to Pringle. Block right. Shoots into Hauk and wrestled it off the glass and in. That's a strong bucket by Nick Pringle. 79-56. Richard catches front court right. Lobs toward Chinyalu and it's deflected out of bounds into the Gators bench off Bozeman Verdonk. The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. Wright's done, Pringle's done. Lamont Paris starting to empty the bench a little bit. Jordan Butler, the 7-footer out of South Carolina, in for his first run. Sophomore. 4:59 to go. Clayton sends it in. Chinyalu catches and a wide open dunk. Here went the defender within 12 feet of him.
How many dunks do we have now? I mean, that's 3 straight dunks, and the last 2 in transition were our 23rd points in transition.
Wow. Rubens into double figures for the 6th time this year. Wing right 3, no good from Jamari Thomas. 81-56. The Gators are going to win by 13 or more for the 17th time this year. 4:25 to go. Clayton to Hauk. Hauk up top for 3. Oh, back iron no good. Rebounded by Davis for South Carolina. Gators projected today as a number 1 seed by the selection committee. And Euroing Thomas into the lane, lays it up and in with his right hand.
I think we're strengthening our case for that number 1 seed right now.
And doing it shorthanded. Although hand-locked and returns tonight is a big lift. Clayton drives the right slot, hangs in the air, double pump shot, scored it. Should have been a foul. I think the officials have basically swallowed it. Timeout on the floor. Count the bucket. Walter Clayton Jr., double figures with 12. Subs coming for the Gators as we will progress toward the finish of this one when we come back. PM on FanDuel Sports Network Florida, or catch us at 10 following Orlando Magic coverage. Lee Humphrey, as we resume play, what'd you catch out of the huddle?
Coach wants to give the small lineup a chance here. 4 guards out there talking about how they want to play on the offensive end with this lineup. Then they'll look to bring Micah back in a couple minutes here.
All right, 83-58. Carolina almost turning it over out of the timeout. They're cleared their bench. Bozeman Verdonk saves it on the right wing. 3:30 to go. Chest pass out to Conyers. Conyers drives right of the high screen. Takes it right to the lane, spin, shoots over Klavjar. Missed it. Rebound. Carolina had scored it all the way out to the 3-point line. Saved by Butler. Will feed Thomas in the left wing. Deep left wing. Crossover dribble. Spins toward the baseline. Shoots into Aberdeen. And it draws a Denzel Aberdeen foul. So free throws coming for South Carolina with 3:11 to go. Lee Humphreys inside the huddle report, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. So that smaller lineup featuring Urban Klavjar, who hit a 3 earlier, his 4th straight game with a 3. Elijah Martin, Will Richard, Denzel Aberdeen, and the lone big is Ruben Chinyalu. Free throw good. The Gators are going to get their 18th double-digit win this season. Time for the most in any season for the Gators in the last 10 years. Second free throw is good. And if they get north of 90, which is possible, for the 21st time the Gators have gone north of 90 points in the Todd Golden era. This being his 3rd season, yes. Aberdeen chest pass to Richard. Shot fake, now takes. 3-ball straight away, just a hair short. Front iron and cleared by South Carolina. Conyers lobs it toward Bozeman Verdonk. He's surrounded block left. Pitch it out to Butler. Butler re-entry into the post. Verdonk sends it back out to Scott, catching at the top of the arc. Back into the paint. Bozeman Verdonk spins, throws it corner left. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound Butler. And maybe a foul called here, a shove in the back. I think that's going to be the call. It is. And against Will Richard. That's his 4th. Put a hand right between the 2 and the 3 of Cam Scott. Gators in control, though, 83-60 with 2:34 to play. Oklahoma here on Tuesday for the first time as a member of the Southeastern Conference.
Played Oklahoma a few times over the last 4 or 5 years. I remember being out in Oklahoma a few years back.
Yep. Well, Richard is done. Richard will sit down with 8 points tonight. Second free throw down. 83-62. And Isaiah Brown, the freshman from Orlando, in here, playing in his 13th game as a Gator. Brown will catch between the rings. Dribble handoff to Klavjar. Takes over the top of the arc. The left side, bad dribble handoff here, knocked loose and out of bounds. Lost by Aberdeen, who never really had a chance to get it. They literally almost ran chin to chin into each other.
Weave action with the four-guard lineup called Tiger.
83-62. Thomas at the top of the arc, crossover dribble. Steps back for a long two, no good. Rebounded by Brown. Brown will bring it up himself. Drops it back for Martin. Wing right transition. Three is good. 86-62. Martin into double figures in his first game back with 3 3-pointers and 5 tries tonight. Good to get him back in the flow. Conyers contested three-angle right. Nope. Rebound Bozeman Verdonk. Fouled on his way back to the rim. 10,853 sellout crowd. Tuesday's game is also a sellout now. Every home game left, all sellouts.
As they should be. You got to come watch the Gators. You're missing them if you're not.
Yeah, you better find that secondary market. That's the only way to get them. Kaius Kubliskis will check in. Missed free throw by Bozeman's Verdonk. Kubliskis will replace Aberdeen. Kaius in for his 5th game of the year. And Denzel Aberdeen getting a standing ovation from the fans behind the Gators bench with a career-high 22 points, 5 3-pointers for Denzel Aberdeen. Sensational in his last 4.
We've got some depth, Sean, especially the way that Denzel has played.
Yep.
And Urban, too. I mean, he's quality minutes as well the last 3.
86-63. Now Martin on the dribble. Left to the top of the arc. Backpedaling 3 steps. Space between him and Bozeman Verdonk. A center out there guarding him. Gators spacing the floor. Klavjar cuts across. Martin now fills the space he left. Pass to Klavjar, angle left. Step left for 3 off the bounce. Hit the rim, no good. Rebound spiked into the chest of Butler, and he's able to hang on. South Carolina will bring it up. And Austin Hero in off their bench. His brother Tyler plays for the Miami Heat. Spin, shoots on a fade, and knocks it down baseline left. His brother's pretty good.
Did his best impersonation right there.
He did. That's a Tyler Hero shot by Austin Hero. 50 seconds remaining. Kaius drives the right slot. Grabbed and fouled by Hero. Kaius Kubliskis will go to the free throw line. Kaius has found himself at the free throw line for the first time this season. We talk about depth too, Lee. It's about depth on the practice floor as well. And it's nice when a guy like Kubliskis can get in front of us on our broadcast, because then we can say he's a part of what makes our guards good, the way that he plays against them.
That's right. I mean, practice has got to be intense. I mean, we are deep in. Kaius doesn't get a chance to get onto the floor, but he's a quality player.
Got his free throws down, 88-65. 40 seconds remaining. Klavjar guarding Hero up top. He's darting to the right with the dribble. Picked it up, hands it off to Jordan Butler. Angle right. Now flip to Conyers. He sees an alley, drives to the rim and lays it in. Saw space and drove right through it. 26 seconds ago. Shot clock is off. The Gators can dribble this out. They won't get to 90, but they got more than enough.
21-point victory on the night is a dominant fashion.
Career high for Aberdeen, career high for Houck. Win number 22 for the Gators. 5 seconds remaining. Isaiah Brown picks it up, and that'll do it. Chop this one up for the Gators. 88-67. Third-ranked Florida sweeps the season series against South Carolina.